When I was approached by the Portland Opera to help put together a Shakespeare-themed recital with co-curator Katrina Galka, I was really excited. We are so lucky in the opera world to have so much text, so much song literature influenced by Shakespeare. Now, this year is the 400th anniversary of the publication of Shakespeare's first folio, which for all of us theater nerds feels like a really big deal, and a wonderful opportunity to explore all of that song literature, operas based on Shakespeare, sonnets of Shakespeare's that have been set to music, all the different kinds of music that we have. Now, Shakespeare's been a huge part of my artistic work. I actually directed a production of The Tempest at Oxford, during which I met my husband. He was playing Prospero. So Shakespeare's always been very near and dear to my heart. And then when I was living in San Francisco, I actually ran a theater company that was dedicated to the production of classic works done in a very modern way. And so, of course, we started with Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale. In my opera life, I've done lots of operas based on Shakespeare, and so this feels like the culmination of all of that, and a really great chance to explore some song literature that I've never gotten to direct before, but put together in a really unique way. So Enchanted Woods is a collaboration between myself and co-curator and wonderful soprano Katrina Galka. And the theme that Katrina was drawn to was the theme of Shakespeare's Enchanted Woods. And what we mean by Enchanted Woods is not just the Forest of Arden, but all the sort of secret, wonderful places in Shakespeare where transformation is possible, where hearts can open up and love can bloom, and people can become a different, maybe better version of themselves. And that felt like something that was fun to explore in song. So once we had the theme, it led us to certain plays. As You Like It, A Midsummer Night's Dream, The Tempest, The Winter's Tale. And that helped us narrow down some of the wonderful song literature that's out there. We made huge lists, and then Katrina just decided what she was drawn to. Once we had this immense list, I literally sat in my studio with all of them printed out and a bunch of Post-its in different colors and labeled everything. Happy songs, sad songs, songs about the forest. And then it occurred to me we should basically just do A Midsummer Night's Dream light. So that's what we've done. We've created a narrative that hooks all of the song literature together to take the audience on a journey. And because it's based ultimately on Midsummer, it will be wonderfully familiar. Everyone will know exactly what's going on, but at the same time hear some song literature that I bet they've never heard before. For this production, which is in the wonderful studio theater here at the Hampton Opera Center, I really wanted to transform the space and use it in a way that I think it has never been used before. I've directed in the space before, and we've usually had the risers, but never something that felt completely immersive. So Peter Cassander, wonderful set designer, environment designer, and I kind of went to town on this idea of transforming the entire space into the woods. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to walk in and see lots of trees, sort of greenery hanging from the ceiling or anything like that. Peter's aesthetic is wonderfully modern. And what he has found, I think, is this really great abstract vision of a Shakespearean forest that also feels very, very Portland and very, very special. I have to say, I think this would be the perfect opportunity for somebody who is opera curious to come and experience music that they've probably never heard before in a really wonderful, immersive environment. You will never again be this close to the singers. They are literally right there in and amongst you. It's a wonderful chance for us to present some beautifully lyrical 20th and 21st century song literature that doesn't really get done nearly as much as it should. We've got some composers that have been newly discovered. We've got some composers who are really famous in opera, but we couldn't even find recordings to share of some of these songs. And so I think it's a wonderful opportunity for everybody to look at things a little bit differently.